Step outside the wall.
This is outside the wall. Outside the wall.
This is Outside the Walls, a podcast about breaking limiting beliefs and building a life that's actually yours through conversations about mindset, purpose, and life. I'm Dave Gast. Let's step outside the walls. Let's have a conversation about personal branding today. You know, I used to think personal branding meant putting yourself out there, posting more, polishing things up, making it all look just right. But that's not what people actually remember. They remember how you show up, and more importantly, how often you don't. I was grabbing coffee with someone a while back, doing well on paper, smart, driven, plenty of potential. And they said something that stuck with me. I just need the right opportunity. I didn't say it out loud, but I did not agree because I'd already heard their name come up in other rooms. Nothing terrible, just inconsistent, shows flashes, not always reliable. And the wild part, none of that had anything to do with their ability. It was all about their pattern. They'd show up for a stretch and then disappear. They'd say yes to things and then follow up halfway. Busy all the time, but unclear on what actually mattered. And over time, that became the story people told about them, not because they chose it, but because they repeated it. And that's when this clicked for me. Your personal brand isn't what you say about yourself. It's the pattern people experience from you. That's it. Not your best day, not your potential, your pattern. And people are forming these opinions fast based on how you communicate, how you follow through, how you care, how consistent you are when no one's watching. And here's where I had to check myself, because there were seasons where I thought I was building something solid. But in reality, I was sending mixed signals, focused one week, scattered the next, saying I valued discipline, but negotiating with myself constantly. That creates confusion, and confusion does not build trust. So I started asking a different question, not how do I look, but what do people experience from me when they deal with me? Do they get clarity? Do they get follow through? Do they get the same version of me consistently? Or do they get potential with a question mark? Because that's a brand too, not just one that opens doors. So if you're feeling like this is you, this matters more than you think. You don't need more time. You need tighter alignment. Pick one thing that you want to be known for, not 5, maybe 3, but certainly no more than that. And think about what you want people to say about you when you're not in the room, because that's your personal brand, not what you say about yourself. And it could be reliable, prepared, wants to win. You pick it because that's the most important thing. Those are just some ideas. And whatever you decide, then lean into it. Ask, what does that person do on a random Tuesday? What do they not tolerate from themselves anymore? And then start by earning that reputation day by day. Because after a while, something shifts. You stop explaining yourself and people start explaining you. And what they say in the rooms you're not in matters much more than when you're in the room. And that works in your favor, not because you branded yourself, but because you became more consistent. They can count on you. And I still catch myself slipping sometimes. We all do. But I notice it faster now because I know what I'm trying to build, not an image. I'm trying to build a reputation. And those are built in small moments, repeated way more than anyone sees. So step outside the walls a bit this week. Pay attention to your pattern, because whether you're trying to or not, you're already being known for something, and that's your personal brand building outside the walls.
This is outside the wall. Outside the wall.
Thanks for spending some time with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, like, and share with someone who you feel would benefit from hearing this message. I'm Dave Gast. Keep stepping outside the walls.